Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy New Year! Ernie Johnson and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal with you. It's NBA on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. And taking a look here at the Timberwolves, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And it's New Year's Day.
Happy New Year!
Yay! Chance to turn over a new leaf, make resolutions. We bid everybody out there a Happy New Year. I don't really like to make a lot of New Year's resolutions. All I just want to spend more time here in the studio with you.
Well,
Shaq.
thank you, Ernie.
Yeah.
I have a couple of resolutions.
Yeah?
I want to eat better.
Here in the studio, you want the food to be better, or you just want to eat in a more healthy way?
In a more healthy way.
What else you got?
Keep my temper better.
You haven't really lost your temper very much around
Well,
here.
not here, but in the back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've heard about that.
We have a guy that make us T-pose every time. I want to knock him out every time I see him.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. But that's video game lingo. But go ahead. What else?
I want to do more walking and hiking.
Oh, do you really?
I want to eat less sweets.
You want to do more walking and hiking?
Yes, Ernie.
Really?
I'm a nature man.
You don't strike me as a rugged outdoorsman.
Yes, yeah. I'm all about that nature, baby.
Would you go like to sleep in a small pup tent, too?
No tents. The bears scare me.
Oh, yeah. Me, too. Well, let's go over to Kevin Harlan. That's all for us for now. Eating, hiking, walking. Sleep.
And now your Minnesota Timberwolves starting five. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 22, Andrew Wiggins. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 33, Thaddeus Young. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 20, Iman Shumpert. Starting at guard, 6'4", from Spain, number 9, Ricky Rubio. Standing at center, 6'11", out of Montenegro, number 14, the Godfather, Nikola Nikovic. The head coach of your home team is Clint Saunders.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Timberwolves looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the Target Center. in downtown Minneapolis. Well, they didn't have the success they hoped for in their recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
It's always fun to be at home, Kevin. Home sweet home is what I like to call it, but you know what? They've got a tough visitor in the house tonight, and just because they're at home doesn't mean a win is going to automatically show up on the scoreboard. They've got their work cut out for them against this opponent here.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to start out a homestand against a team like this one, but the opportunity is there. They've got to go out and focus, play hard. If they play well and win, that'll be a major confidence booster for them.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Sacramento, Collison is out there with Ben McLemore. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Evans in at the power forward.
The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. DeMarcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Darren Collison could be the fastest player in the NBA with the ball in his hands. Westbrook, Parker, obviously in the conversation as well. But Collison, the son of 2 track stars, he is just explosive.
First trip to the line for him here.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison. And Collison loves to use his quickness at both ends, a blur in transition, Clark, and defensively, he'll hound you for the full 94 feet.
Well, again, we've talked about this before, Kevin. You've got to play to your strengths. He's a little undersized, but as they say, speed kills, and he looks to make the most of his speed.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Jazz in Utah.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark.
Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, they needed to make a few runs, but it just never was able to happen for them.
The kick out to Young. And the 3 off target. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Cousins. Rejected by Young, and they're able to recover, but they'll get another chance. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's hauled in by the Kings. Collison's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Gay with the drive. And McLemore kicks to Gay. Dishes to Cousins. From 6 away, that's good. Cousins has got his second bucket.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Shumpert kicks to Rubio. The dish to Wiggins. And the pass to Pekovic. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Collison. Collison's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Gay. Another miss by Gay.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. That's going to send Iman Shumpert to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
Young sets a screen for Rubio. Kicks to Young. 3-pointer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what was most impressive? They've wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Rubio. Sacramento able to drain the three. Pekovic with the screen for Shumpert. Wiggins passes to Young. Gets the jumper from the corner of the ball. And here are the Kings now. The drive by Collison, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Cousins dishes to Collison. Off the screen. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. 5th is Darren Collison.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome is going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare them to make a shot than risk sending them to the stripe. That's almost free points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor. Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
The drive by Rubio. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Kings?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Anthony Bennett's checked in for the Timberwolves. Williams comes in for Ricky Rubio. Here's McLemore. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Ben McLemore seen as perhaps a steal when the Kings selected him 7th overall in last year's draft, but his rookie season was a colossal disappointment. Defensively and offensively, he really struggled to contribute.
No good on that one. And McLemore, an excellent shooter in one season that he had at Kansas.
And you combine that with his athleticism, Kevin, and he's got tremendous upside. That's why he was so highly regarded as a prospect.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pekovic with a screen on Collison. It's Crawford on the wing. That one wide left.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've gotten every rebound, but
good. And it's 6 points for Darren Collison. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Williams kicks to Crawford. Pekovic with the screen for Crawford. Here's Muhammad. Hits it from 3-point range. Muhammad's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they really had their number in that game. Big margin of victory for them. They got there by really including their bench. The depth became a major factor. They just wore them down.
Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Sacramento also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Cousins. Stauskas comes in for McLemore. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison. Now here's Sessions. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Out to the right wing. Here's Stauskas. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. What Steve just talked about regarding how much they spread their scoring around was probably the most striking thing about that big win.
And the fact that they did have such a huge lead allowed them to even use their bench a little more than normal, and that was something that served them well.
Poked away. Here's Dang. Count the bucket. And Sacramento has possession. Now Sessions. Landry, a screen on Williams. Nobody near Gay. Oh, good with the triple. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Oh, look out. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Here's Dang. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. And the shot is good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
No good from Gay.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
The Kings trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Now here's Muhammad. 6 points for him. He kicks to Bennett. Shot off the screen. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now we're going to get a chance to check in with Doris Burke, who had a talk moments ago with head coach Ty Corbett. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he said their focus has to be on the defensive end of the floor, going up against a team that's so crafty offensively. He said we can't have that many lapses because they will take advantage. Guys, we'll see how they do. Back to you.
Okay, Doris, so Steve and Clark, what will you guys be looking for overall, defensively from this team, given they're facing such terrific shooters tonight?
Well, it's going to take tremendous energy, so I would look for them to go fairly deep into their bench.
Yeah, I like that thought, Steve. Really, it gives you a chance to hopefully keep your defenders fresh on the defensive end. So that makes sense to me. Let's see if they can pull it off.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Williams passes to Crawford. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Muhammad. Pass to Bennett. Shoots from the right block and off the glass. That one's good. Bennett's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Here's Stauskas. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb. Stauskas has got 5 points so far. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Williams. Down low. Here's Dang. Pass to Bennett. Landry grabs the miss.
Yeah, trying to put a little mustard on the hot dog there. That was just convert the shot. Come on.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Kings lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
On tap next Monday, January 5th, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. It's the real deal.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done 2 things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
So it's Minnesota now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
You know that Utah game has a lot of attention on it.
On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Ben McLemore. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Evans. And there's Collison. And it's Stauskas in at the 3 spot. Outside Collison. There's the feed to Evans. Passes it to Stauskas. That drops. Stauskas has got 10.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other. Nick Stauskas was born in Ontario, Canada, 7 days after the NBA awarded Toronto an expansion franchise. Nice little factoid there. When he was 10 at a Raptors open practice, he got called down to play some 2-on-2 against Vince Carter and
Stauskas buried a 3 on him. Now he's an NBA player himself. Man, that's a heck of a turnaround in about 10 years.
And Stauskas, Clark, part of this vanguard of Canadian talent, never played hockey. Basketball has always been his game.
You know, but he grew up at a time when Canadian hoops culture wasn't exactly thriving. I mean, during the 7th and 8th grade years, his team had no coach, so he coached the team, calling plays and making substitutions. You can see evidence of that in how he plays. He's pretty cerebral in addition to being highly skilled. Darren Collison, a.k.a. DC, is more of a scoring point guard than a pure passing point guard. But, you know, it's interesting, his best assist numbers were in his first year in the league.
Feeds it to McLemore. There's the screen. Wide open. Hits. Count that one from Stauskas. Stauskas has got 12. And for Darren Collison, Steve, an efficient score.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke from long range. Also the ability to play the pick and roll game and finish around the rim. Very dangerous player with his quickness.
Levine. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Evans has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Minnesota with the ball after the Kings pick up 2. Shumpert dishes to Pekovic. And Shumpert kicks to Wiggins. Knocks it loose. It's taken away by Collison. Now here's Collison, the fast break opportunity. Here's Evans. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight. Timberwolves trail by 8. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Right side, Collison. Minnesota making a switch. Williams is checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Hollins is checked in. Cousins against Pekovic. Stauskas, the pass to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Shumpert. McLemore, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Young, and the rejection by Cousins. Outside Collison. From the wing. No luck. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Wiggins kicks to Shumpert. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Williams. Count the bucket.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins was the second consecutive Toronto native taken first overall in the NBA draft. He called it a great thing, saying, before this, no player from Canada has been #1. And now we have 2 back-to-back #1s. So it's a huge accomplishment. It just opens so many more doors for all the kids in Canada. Guys, back to you.
It's something else, all right. Thank you, Doris. Here's Shumpert. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Williams.
What a terrific job to get the release perfect that time. I thought it might get blocked or deflected, but nice stroke.
Even with giving up a lot of size in that matchup, still able to get off a nice long-range shot there.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Chang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Anthony Bennett comes in for Young. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wiggins. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Shumpert. And a change for the Kings. Gay's checked in. Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. From deep. Here's Dang, and finally they hit one. Jang's got 6.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Collison. And here is Muhammad. 6 points for him. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Gay. He's been a standout for them the past few weeks. The numbers show it. He's putting up 17 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And, Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher is special.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Carl Landry's checked in for Cousins, and Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, yeah, 8 lead changes already. I mean, that's a big number this early in the game. So we're in for a treat tonight. This is a competitive matchup.
From deep, Williams. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McLemore with the ball. Now defended by Muhammad. And the foul on Mo Williams. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Here's Landry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Thompson dishes to Gay. Now here's McLemore outside. Rebound Minnesota. And Muhammad kicks to Crawford. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Gay. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month. In 4th, Rudy Gay.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there, mix it up, and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Yeah, you mentioned their lack of size and strength compared to the post players around the NBA, but I've always found that the best rebounders usually aren't the biggest guy. They're the most tenacious, and they have excellent timing and the ability to get off their feet multiple times quicker than their opponent.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Outside Williams. Here's Muhammad, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Well, it's been a bit of a roller coaster the last couple of years for Shabazz Muhammad. First, he was deemed ineligible to play at UCLA, but that decision was reversed, only costing him 7 or 8 games. Then another controversy was made known that he'd lied about his age. He got kicked out of the NBA's rookie orientation program, and hopefully that stuff's behind him, and now he can just focus on basketball.
Good on both. And for Shabazz Muhammad, Steve, some experience with off-the-court battles. A well-known bout with Tourette's syndrome in his youth, which led others to make fun of him.
Yeah, and he said that anger became his competitive fire. He's had his critics, his naysayers, but his dream came true. He's in the NBA. What comes next is up to him. He's got to continue to work and develop, but he's got a chance to be a good player in this league.
Minnesota making a switch here. Levine's checked in. The Kings trail by 4. Sessions passes to Landry. Here's Sessions. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Levine kicks to Crawford. Makes it off the glass. Crawford's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Now here's Gay. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
Boy, he had it going offensively, just living at the line.
Landry gets the buckets.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Here's Levine. Off the pick. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Here's Sessions after the basket by Minnesota. Gay outside. And Sessions kicks to Thompson. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Thompson's got his first points of the game. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Levine kicks to Crawford. He dishes it to Jang. Let's go. That misses off the backboard. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Gay, that's good. Gay's got 5 points now this quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. This has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Crawford and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. For Minnesota, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he knocks down the first one. The Kings making a switch here. Both free throws good from Crawford. The Kings trailing. Now here's Sessions looking for his first basket still in this one. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Muhammad.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Free throw good. Sessions. Minnesota making some changes. And so Sessions nails both of them.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
And here we go now with Ricky Rubio. He got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half ends in a close one. It's Sacramento. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Nick Stauskas with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
They've got Wiggins. Young out there at Pekovic. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Flip Saunders. Young's shot is off.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
No luck. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Now here's McLemore, covered by Rubio. Collison dishes to Cousins. And stolen by Pekovic. And now it's Rubio running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Rubio's got the first basket of the second half here for the Timberwolves. Sacramento's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Collison, the pass to Cousins. Back to Collison. Fires from the wing, but he recovers it. Just 5 on the clock. And good on the basket. Book it. 9 points for Rudy Gay. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it.
Yes,
me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Ricky Rubio, even from his days in Spain, has been known for his incredible court vision and playmaking ability. His knack for processing the game, for anticipating what's coming, and creating something out of nothing has been something that set him apart from a lot of guards.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, sharp-eyed NBA fans may have noticed, but a new addition to NBA jerseys this season. For franchises that have won a championship, there's a small gold tab on the back of the jersey collar. The tag has small writing showing how many titles the team has won. The Celtics and Lakers with a little extra bragging rights. Guys, what a nice touch.
Yeah, certainly a badge of honor. Doris, thank you. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. McLemore with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Sacramento, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Shumpert. They get it again. Tries again. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now here's Gay. He's got 9. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Collison kicks to Gay. The drive by Cousins will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Inside, here's Wiggins, and the layup falls. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Collison dishes to Cousins. Back to Collison. Knocks it loose. Evans passes to Collison. Shot clock at 5. Here's McLemore. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 4 assists in the game.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Now here's Shumpert. He's got 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. Some changes for Sacramento. Hollins is checked in, and Stauskas subbed in for McLemore. Young left side. It's blocked. Collison with it. He has 7. In low to Cousins. And he drops it in from the low post. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Now Rubio, averaging 9 points per contest. Rubio right side. 5 to shoot. And Shumpert kicks to Pekovic. And stolen by Cousins. To the paint. It's deflected. Collison with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Dishes it to Hollins. Misses off the right iron.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
The drive by Rubio. Shumpert in the corner. The dish now to Pekovic. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Rubio. That's short off the rim.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Collison dishes to Gay. For the lead, Hollins. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Collison with it. And Young picks him up defensively. From outside the arc. That's good. 10 points for Darren Collison. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Here's Wiggins, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Bennett comes in for Thaddeus Young. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Ricky Rubio. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Jason Thompson, 6'11" out of Rider College. Not a big-time program, but he was well-known coming out of that school because of his ability and his size. And he's proven to be a pretty solid NBA player. Very well-rounded game.
It takes a lot of skill and agility to lay it in with the defense right on you. That's a terrific finish.
And Sessions kicks to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Gay. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gay's got 6 points in the quarter. And Jason Thompson able to step outside and hit a jump shot from time to time.
Yeah, and he's a good, solid shooter and scorer, Kevin. Not a great free throw shooter, though, but he does finish inside. I like him. I like him at Rider.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
And here's Gay outside. Another miss by Gay.
He's not exactly striking them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Floats one. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Wiggins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Let's see how the Kings have performed over the last few weeks. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage. 6th in scoring. And they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And Clark, you talked about the accuracy from beyond the three-point line. And yeah, they're one of the best shooting teams in the league. It's something they work very hard on in practice each and every day.
Take a look at what Wiggins has done. He's got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Now here's Sessions, and he gets the bucket. And the Kings lead by 1.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Back to Crawford. Right side, Williams. 6 to shoot. Another miss by Minnesota. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And that one's good by Gay. And now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
It's Crawford with the drive.
Kings foul. Nick Stauskas. That's the first personal foul.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And for him so far this season, he's shooting 83% from the free throw line. Those are outstanding numbers.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And he sinks the second. Here's Sessions. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 15-6 run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Stauskas, guarded by Crawford. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, Kevin, it doesn't matter that he's one of the slower guys on the floor, especially when he gets that wide lane to the rim.
And the Kings making a change here. The Kings have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
Now Williams. He's got 5. Crawford outside. Got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. The Kings on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us.
Tune in next Wednesday night, January 7th. Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma.
Kings leading now by 5. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Evans is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then it's McLemore. And it's Collison in at the point. On the pass to Sessions. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. Picks of 15. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Here's Bennett. Rebound by the Kings. Evans has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Evans, a screen on Williams. Kicks it to Sessions. Back to Collison. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Cousins. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. And that's now 10 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Outside Williams. It's Crawford on the wing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Some really terrific numbers for Crawford. He's got 14 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
And that one falls for Crawford. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. Young comes in for Bennett. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Mo Williams. Kings leading now by 5. And here's Collison over to the wing.
Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins to a big 4-year contract extension, and he rewarded them with the best season of his young NBA career, setting career highs pretty much across the board.
You know, in the past with Cousins, I think he had tended to fall in love with the perimeter jump shot, and he's got a good one. He can make it. But, you know, when you look at his size and strength, it's hard not to think that he should be taking advantage of that closer to the rim and putting more pressure on defenses as a result. I think last season he did commit to attacking inside the paint, and we saw the results. They were pretty good.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And, Steve, it's pretty clear that DeMarcus Cousins has solidified his place as the Kings franchise centerpiece.
Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, last season he was a contender for the most improved player in the All-Star game. If he can continue to produce and help the Kings become a winner, then the accolades will follow.
And the Kings making a change here. Gay's checked in. Rubio with a wide-open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game if they're going to continue to play defense like that.
Kings leading now by 3. Outside Collison. Left side Collison. And he gets the bucket.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Pekovic with a screen on Collison. Rubio the pass to Muhammad. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Collison dishes to Cousins. Evans kicks to Cousins. And the shot is good. And the Kings lead by 4.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
Rubio the pass to Crawford. Pekovic with the screen for Crawford. He kicks it to Muhammad. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Gay can't get it to go.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And Young kicks to Rubio. Pass to Crawford. Pekovic with a screen. Crawford dishes to Muhammad. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession. This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Rubio the pass to Crawford. Shot, high post. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Collison kicks to Evans. Back to Collison. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
We've seen Darren Collison getting it done. 8 rebounds and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
They throw good, Darren Collison. Shumpert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Collison hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 3. Rubio outside. Pekovic with a screen on Collison. Rubio dishes to Muhammad. Misses the 3.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Game. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And the shot is good. Muhammad's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
Collison kicks to Evans. Wants to get it to Gay, and does. And that one's good. Gay's got 19 points.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
The Kings have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Back to Collison. Sacramento moving it around. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from McLemore. And now a 4-point Kings lead.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Rubio, the pass to Shumpert. It's stolen by McLemore. Pushing it up. Here's Gay. And Shumpert pulls it down.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. Rubio against Collison. He feeds it to McLemore. Pass to Cousins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Got 11 in the second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Rubio dishes to Shumpert. Pekovic with the screen for Shumpert. The feed now to Muhammad. Young with no one around. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
But they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Williams is checked in for Ricky Rubio. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Tyrone Corbin was going over with his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Gay kicks to Collison. And the 3-ball is good. Collison's got 7 now in this quarter.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Shumpert. Williams has a screen for Shumpert. Passes it to Williams. The tray. Young dishes to Pekovic, and that one's good.
Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Evans, a screen on Williams. Here's Cousins. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Shumpert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds to Muhammad. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 2. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to McLemore. Evans inside. Covered by Pekovic. And it's Evans missing.
He's far too tentative in the paint. And even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Williams passes to Pekovic. And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
And low to Cousins. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Bekovic. Leaps for it. Williams in the post. Cousins is there. Nails it.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge tightness advantage. I thought for sure he would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Tipped. Here's Shumpert. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
Connects. And now they trail by just 4.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Timberwolves shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Ricky Rubio. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 6. 16 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
T2 from Collison. The dish to McLemore. Outside Collison. Blocked, but they recover it. On deep, Gay. Bekovic with the rebound. It's tipped. On deep. It's off. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Shabazz Muhammad.